Okay, so I was asked to do an analysis of an eye serum. So here we go, the ingredients. Okay, so it's this eye serum, or eye cream actually, with calcium for mature skin. So, okay, so first off, yeah, water, glycerin. This is an humectant, very commonly used. This one is like, I can even click and check here. Yeah, an ester. Well, okay, fatty acid. Yeah, exactly from coconut oil. So yeah, and derived from that. Then we have. So this is an ester derived from coconut oil. I've personally been working with something called cocoa caprylate. So that's something pretty similar to this one. It's just a very thin silicone-like. The feel is like an oil, but this and chemically speaking, it's an ester. And this is also something they use to disperse pretty much the similar as this one. I can look it up for you too. Yeah, also an oil, silicone alternative. I don't know why they used two different ones. They could have used only one. Perhaps there's a reason for that. Perhaps it has some other properties. Yeah, so yeah, it's very good. I've been reading about this. This specific ingredient is very good at dispersing things, as I said. Like it's very popular in sunscreens, but I'm not sure. I don't think this has any SPF. So they haven't included any sunscreen ingredient in here, but it's very popular for that. Okay, and then you have almond oil. This is just the INCI name for almond oil. Um, this is also another one of these. Um, it's an ester, yes. Non-greasy skin feel. So when they add a lot of oils into a product, they want to make sure that it doesn't feel too greasy. And so they include these esters that are more even very thin, and this one as well. And then we have, I don't see it all, but yeah, so they can put that statement on the packaging, and then they just use other things to make it feel less greasy. And even here, like distarch phosphate, so they have a starch included here, so that will also decrease the greasiness of the product. And it doesn't say here, but it's a starch, so it will feel less greasy. Yeah, this is also a fatty acid. This one is very, I see this very commonly used. Caprylic triglyceride. Betaine, this is this will also bind moisture to your skin. Let me see here. Yeah, moisturizing properties. It can attract water very strongly, and therefore it will act as a humectant. Yeah, and then you have zinc sulfate. Why are you using that one though? If it would have been zinc oxide, then it could have been a little bit of that explanation why they used this as a dispersing agent. Okay, but zinc sulfate. I don't know why they. Yeah, antimicrobial. Could be to enhance the preservative effect in this product, so it will not go bad so quickly. So they can reduce the preservatives. You can see here, down here, we come down to the preservatives later on. So they can reduce the concentration of these, perhaps. So they can include this instead. And then we have polyglycerol 4 diisostearates. It's an emulsifier. So this is an emulsifier, I think. So let's check. Yeah, emulsifier. And then we have acacia the currants, jojoba, sunflower seeds. So this is a blend of different esters from acacia, jojoba, sunflower seed oil. So still, just like the previous ones, esters. Yeah, moisturizing, texturizing agent. Jojoba oil is actually pretty similar to, yeah, and jojoba esters are pretty similar to your own skin sebum. So that makes it a very good addition to skincare product. Um, yeah, Amaranthus. This is yeah. I think this adds. Doesn't this add coloring to the? Mm, doesn't I think it has a rich color of some sort. I need to look that up. Okay, and then still some other fruit extracts here. Yeah. If you have a lot of these things, they are commonly called bug food, so they can add some, be a risk of contamination. So then you would have to increase, you would have to treat the product in some way, perhaps heat it, or you would have to add more preservatives. Okay, and then we have Chlorella vulgaris, Lupinus albus. Okay, protein ferment, ferment. And then we have rosemary. This has an antioxidant effect, not for your skin primarily, but to prevent the included ingredients here from oxidizing. Especially these oils are prone to oxidizing. You have almond oil, you have olive oil is a little bit more stable. You have sunflower seed, but that's an ester, that's fine. And then, but I think it's primarily for these seed extra, and you have these fruit extracts and stuff. These are prone to oxidation. And then you have hydroxypropyl. This is I think this is humectant. Cyclodextrin is a sugar, so it's going to attract water. Yeah, water loving. Yeah, and oil loving inner side. Oh, interesting. So they can actually encapsulate actives with that one. Okay, interesting. And then you have this one I haven't heard about. It's I think, yeah, sounds like interesting. That's something. Okay, all right. Haven't it says goodie. Haven't been working with this one previously. It's no. Okay, interesting. We have a panthenol. Panthenol, it's a vitamin B5. Calcium PCA. Interesting, calcium. Many times they're using something called sodium PCA. This is a humectant, the sodium PCA. Let's see what they say about calcium PCA. And you say moisturizer. Yeah, humectant also attracts water. Pentolactone. So yeah, also humectant. And then you have zinc stearate. Okay. Okay, to make the entire product just stick to your skin and not be smeared off so easily. And then you have dimer. Okay, yeah, this as well, same effect, making your product stick to the skin. And then you have glycine, soy oil. Well, both you and I know about glycine. And so they used it like soy oil. Mm-hmm. But they're using a lot of ingredients in this product. Perfuming. I don't know. Does this have a scent that is pleasant? I don't know. Um, Potentially anti-inflammatory. Hmm. Oh, okay. And hydrogenated castor oil. You know what castor oil? This just, well, yeah. Oh, this is for sure an emulsifier. Yeah, it's just a different. It's like one of these more recently developed natural emulsifiers. Pectin, and I mean, don't they use this to make jam as well, right? Pectin, viscosity control. Oh, okay, yeah, they use this instead. Could be using this instead of xanthan gum to make the product not as liquidy, to make it more into a gel or more into a more firm consistency. They chose pectin for this product. Then you have tocopherol acetate. So this is vitamin E, but it's not the natural vitamin E. It's another form. It's used to yeah, as an antioxidant. And then you have tocopherol. This is more a natural vitamin E. And then you have hydroxyacetate. What the hell? What's this? Antioxidant, also preservative. Okay. Also a new one. How preservative booster. As I booster, just like this zinc sulfate is a preservative booster. I haven't heard about this one before. Citric acid to lower the pH to make the make it suitable to use for. You want a slightly lower pH on your skin, and the preservatives included in the formula usually have a better effect when the pH is lower. Sodium hydroxide, this is to increase the pH back up again. And then you have benzoic acid. This is a preservative. Yeah. Yeah. But there are better ones than this one, I would say. And then, yeah, this is also preservative. This one can actually smell pretty bad, dihydroacetic acid. Not terribly bad, but it has a clear scent to it. So they would have to combat that in some way, because so they would have to use other ingredients to mask the scent of this preservative. So they could have chosen a different preservative, but I guess they wanted to have a natural take on this, so they chose this one. So let's see here. Sodium, this is also a preservative. Yeah, sodium benzoate. Yeah, pH dependent, you see, works best between 3 and 5. So that's why they had to lower the pH using citric acid. Here, citric acid. And okay, and then we have potassium sorbate, that's also preservative. So in some formulas, they're only using potassium sorbate and sodium benzoate. Yeah, depends on. But as you can see, as I talked about previously, if they have a lot of bug food in the formula, they have to compensate by using more preservatives and preservative boosters. Benzyl alcohol, that's also preservative. And now we're coming to these: granule, linalool, citronellol, limonene, perfume. Okay, so these are things they add to create a nicer scent to the product. All of these. Dun, dun, dun. And then they have a little bit of something else to create a more distinct scent of the product, because these are primarily making it smell more fresh. I've seen this used in many deodorants, and then they just add some extra perfume to make it into their own, signature scent, right? So if you want to have your product checked like this, ask me in the comment section and I will do it for you. And don't forget the other links in the description. There are links where you can take a skin quiz, you can book a strategy call with me, and you can check out my web shop